All right. Hello, everybody. It's Money Talk Monday. Hello, hello, hello. That's right. Money Talk Monday.
Right, Simon. We need to decide which one of these individuals will not be moving on to the next round.
I'm gonna have to eliminate Chef.
Mute. Just mute. Okay. All right. All right. So today, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. Make sure you share as you come on. Today we're going to keep it very simple. I just got home. I just got back. Hello. 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 Hello everybody. Hey Sammy. Hey Shernon. Hi Jermaine. I am going to keep it simple today. I've been talking to you guys about putting together a spending plan, bringing your finances under control to a place to where you can start having that extra to be able to start building wealth. So one of the things that I think is important to do, especially when you're writing down, remember I told you to write down what you're spending or keep up with your receipts, or just take a picture of your receipts and add them up at the end of the 30 days. Okay. So what I want you guys also to do that's a part of that is create you a menu for the whole month. Okay. Create a menu for if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Create a menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and keep it simple. Okay. If you don't eat breakfast and you usually do like lunch and dinner, or you may do a meal replacement for lunch and breakfast, and you just do dinner. Whatever it is that you normally do, I want you to go ahead and create a menu for that, because what that will do is it will help you to be more disciplined when it comes to eating out or picking up something, just stopping by a fast food restaurant on a whim because you're so hungry to where, and then you don't know what you're going to cook when you get home. So one of the things that has helped me is to, first of all, create that menu. And then when you create that menu, then you make your shopping list based on your menu. All right, you make your shopping list based on your menu. You go and you purchase all the items that you're going to need. You're going to break your menu up from week to week, and you'll go ahead and get all your protein. You can go ahead and prep your protein when you get it. You can season it, you bag it, label it, know what you're going to cook with it, and make sure you have your sides there for that week that you're going to cook whatever that protein is. Then you can even pre-make your lunch. Okay, so depending upon if you're going to do the salads, I have seen people post the salads in the mason jars. You can do that to save money. You can go ahead and do that for the week, and that way when you get ready to leave for work, all you got to do is grab it and go. Put it in your bag. Have you get you a case of water. Grab your water. Things like that help us to save money, because planning and preparation is one of the keys to really financial success. Because when you get hungry, that's the worst time to be anywhere out and about. It's the worst time to be going in a store for anything, because you end up picking up stuff you don't need, because your eyes are bigger than your stomach. And a lot of times when you do pick up things just because you're hungry and because it looks just so good, because you're so hungry, then you'll eat just a little bit of something, and then you'll be like, oh my God, I'm full. So remember, I talked to you guys about the fast. That fast will really help you to recondition and reprogram your mind. It'll help you to execute self-control, which is, again, a fruit of the Spirit. And just knowing what it has done for me and helped me with, that's why I'm trying to pass this information along to you guys, okay, to help you get to that place, because I don't feel like you're watching for nothing. I feel like you're watching because you're ready for change, and change will come, but you have to be disciplined. You have to be committed. You have to be intentional. It's not just going to happen, okay? So, some of the things that we've talked about so far are the spending plan, keeping up with the spending, and make sure you're including everything. Okay, don't leave anything out. So you know how much grocery you normally buy. You can do one or two things. Like usually we buy a lot of organic, so a lot of things aren't on sale all the time. Okay, but before we bought organic, what we did was I would get the sale paper. Usually, you know, coming in the shop on Mondays and Tuesdays, I would go ahead and, based on what's on sale, I would make out my menu. Okay, I would circle everything that I wanted to get, and then I would come up with a meal plan for like the next week, or, you know, the next 2 weeks. It's up to you. And then, of course, it depends on how many people are in the household. You know, if it's just you and your husband. Hey guys, thank y'all for joining. Make sure you share. Please share. If it's just you and your husband, or you and, you know, just you and a child, or if, you know, see, with us, it's a family of 6. Okay, so planning was necessary, because before I walk in the door, everybody talking about what's for dinner. Okay, so it helped me to stop being so frustrated, and then I had a plan in place to where I didn't have to scramble, or I didn't have to say, well, just go get something, you know. So that saves money. That saves money, and it saves a lot of money, because if you look at what it would take you, the cost of what it would take you to prepare that meal versus going out and purchasing to serve everybody. Now, sometimes, mind you, especially if it ain't but 1 or 2 of y'all, it might be cheaper, okay, to go grab something like a $5 meal from Captain D's or something like that. But for the most part, if you're trying to change everything as far as your lifestyle altogether, and you want to eat healthier, then you can get you a nice pack of organic chicken and half it up, and that can be 2 meals. Just like I just came from Macon. I went to Kroger. They had organic chicken thighs on clearance because it was going to be expiring on the 10th. Well, that's 2 more days from now. So I brought it on home. After I get done talking to you guys, I'm going to go wash it off. I'll go season it, and I'm going to put it in my big zipper bags, and then I'm going to put it in the freezer. Okay, because I already got my menu for this week, and it's based on what was in my freezer. Okay, because it's past time for me to go to Costco and Trader Joe's. Normally I go once a month to Atlanta, or once every month and a half, depending upon how much I purchase when I do go. And I'll buy my grocery. Hey, Sabria. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Make sure you share. And then I'll purchase these big family size from Costco packs of organic chicken drumettes. I think they're usually like $10. I mean, people think organic is just outrageous, but it doesn't have to be. And I've been purchasing these items long enough where I know where to buy what from. My daughter just told me there were some things in a local grocery store that have been added, because we've been asking for these things. We've been asking for organic products. I used to could only find it from Winn-Dixie. Then Winn-Dixie got bought out by Harvey's. So now Food Lion, Walmart, Harvey's, they are doing much better with trying to increase their organic stock. I have been purchasing fruit spread organic from the local grocery stores. A lot of my like squash, zucchini, tomatoes, red potatoes, onions. There are numerous things, and it will be surprisingly much cheaper. Some of the things, for example, now I hope after I tell y'all this, I can still find me a cabbage, okay? But Food Lion, I pay $1 for an organic cabbage, okay? $1. All right. Usually, that's right, Stacey. I know where to go, baby, don't I? I've been doing this for probably, how long, Stacey? Probably about 5-6 years, something like that. Now in the beginning, it was very stressful because we were on a regimen specifically because of my baby. So I was trying to make sure I was eliminating toxins. I was making sure that we were getting the low glycemic foods that we wanted, that we needed to be able to eat healthy and at an affordable price. Now let me tell y'all something. After trial and error of buying things from different places, now again I know exactly where to go. Trader Joe's has organic pasta, and I usually just buy brown rice pasta, okay? Because brown rice is low glycemic. And so for those that don't know, all carbs is not bad carbs, okay? So when you doing white, regular, or wheat durum, I can't think of the name of it, the technical name, but just wheat pasta or just regular pasta, then yeah, I would stay away from that, okay? Because even now, I don't like to eat that stuff, okay? So even though we started out to try to get healthy, now that we are at that place, we're maintaining because we are keeping up with the lifestyle, and it's good. It's good food. So it's not like we eating diet food. We ain't eating. We're not doing a lot of artificial substitutes. Well, we ain't doing no artificial substitutes. Let me put it like that. Because one of the things that I learned when I studied this out was when you look at Splenda and the Sweet and Low and those type of things, they use aspartame. Well, Splenda is made from something else, but basically they're poisons, okay? They are literal poisons. It's like a byproduct from something else. So I would never recommend anybody do that. I would never recommend anybody use that kind of stuff. If you want to find a substitute, you need to find some agave, okay, like agave nectar, AGAVE, blue agave. Usually I do organic, and I get it from Costco. It comes in a big 2-pack, okay? One day what I will do, once I get back up there, I'll probably just do a live from the grocery store so that you guys can see how I shop. Would y'all like that? If you do, just let me know, okay? Otherwise, I'll just go and tell y'all about it, okay? So, what I generally do is, in the beginning, I was reading labels. I was reading labels like crazy. Again, now I know what to buy, where to buy it from, but you want to know what's in your product. You want to know what you're eating, okay? You want to know what you're getting, because you need to know what to stay away from. Because a lot of what we don't know hurts us. And when we are spending money, okay, this still is part of what the topic is for tonight, with making sure you menu plan to continue to have a good spending plan in place. Because what you want to start doing, you don't want to cut corners when it comes to your food, y'all, okay? I have seen people buy udon noodles. What are they called? Ramen noodles, and then that's not no meal. That's not a wholesome meal, okay? You can eat healthy, and it can be affordable. And actually, it seems like we save money if you really ask me, because it's more filling. When you're eating a lot of processed foods, it's really like simple carbs, and so your body, it runs through your body like that. Okay, it's gonna spike your sugar and get stuff all out of whack, and then you hungry again. But if you're eating whole food nutrition, it's going like with high fiber, high protein, it's gonna stick. Okay, it's gonna stick. All right, I hope that makes sense to you guys. So again, proper planning is key. Okay, so I want to challenge y'all to go ahead and get started. Get your pen and paper out. Make out your menu. Okay, like I have a calendar. In my calendar, and these I found this at just regular store, and for the month, you know how they have the 30-day calendar. I used to, or you can create your own document. I used to do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just write it on that actual month calendar. Or you can, the calendar that's on your wall, pull it down and write, what you're gonna purchase or what you want to make. Okay, start with what's already in your freezer or refrigerator, because a lot of times we buy stuff when it goes on sale and we never get to it. So let's go ahead and empty out those freezers and refrigerators. Go ahead and look and see what you got. Go ahead and put you a menu together based on what you already have. And if you need some sides, throw you some vegetables in there, then you write that on your list. Okay? But write it down. It's so important, I think, to write it down. That keeps us from overspending when we go in Walmart and we grocery shopping. And we have our list and we're going to stick to it. Right? We have already told ourselves, I'm going in this store, I'm getting my items on my list, and that's it. So let us be disciplined. Let us execute self-control. Let us don't go over to the clothing department to my what's on clearance. Let's not go over to the home department trying to see what's on clearance, because that's not what we went in there for. We went in there to get the grocery needed to complete our menu that was on the list. I hope I'm helping somebody. That will save us a lot of money, because that little $5 here, $3 there, $2 here, $10, that adds up. It adds up. Okay? So if we implement this and do this on a consistent basis, then it will become the way that you do it. Okay, so that's why it's important to form new habits. Renew your minds. Renew your minds, okay? Does anybody have any questions for me? Anybody have any questions? We're keeping it simple tonight. We're talking about menu planning so you won't overspend when you're going to the grocery store. And then so that you can spend responsibly. Okay, it's okay to throw your little treat in there if you want. You got your favorite ice cream that you always get, but I just really want you guys to understand that managing money doesn't have to be hard. It's not hard at all. Okay, watching your coins, but remember, I told you it always starts with a thought, and then watch what you're saying. Watch what's coming out of your mouth. If you're grocery shopping with your children and they pick up something, they'll be like, we can't afford that. Don't say that. Okay? Because you're gonna have what you say. Remember, Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. So no, baby, that's not on our list today. Okay? Maybe another time. Okay? So it's all about retraining our minds. We're still working on that. We're still working on watching what we say, because that's important. That's part of that process for the next month. Remember, I told y'all to guard your thoughts. And when you think a thought that does not line up with what the Word of God would say, that does not line up with life, that does not line up with prosperity, that does not line up with wellness, cast that thought down. Remember, cast down every thought and every imagination that would try to exalt itself against the knowledge of God. All right, y'all? So does anybody have any questions? Kayla, does anybody have any questions? Now, if you want to start transitioning from conventional to organic, let me just give you a couple of tips. If you are purchasing items in the produce department and there's no sticker, I would not buy it, just to be honest with you, okay? Because a lot of times things are next to conventional. Organic items are next to conventional and they get mixed up. So you could be paying a organic price for something that's conventional, okay? So, hey, Hepzibah, thank you guys for joining. Hey, Shamanita, make sure you guys share. Conventional items always start with a 4. Organic items always start with a 9. So you know that little sticker that's usually on the item, that's how you know that it's organic or conventional. So that'll help somebody, hopefully. So if you can't find a sign, at least you'll know. Okay? Let's see what else I can give you guys. Because I've been doing this so long, it just comes like second nature. And I'm just trying to remember when I was starting out what helped me. There was a list that I used to carry around that had different chemicals that are commonly found in a lot of foods. And so I remember I told you I did a lot of label reading. So I would turn that label over. You know, now in the beginning, you probably are going to stay in that store some extra time. Okay, but it's going to be worth it, because once you learn what it is that you don't want, BHT, all those artificial colors, high fructose corn syrup, all right? Once you learn the particular things, then you will know automatically, I'm not getting that. And you'll know which products have it and which ones don't, because you don't read the label. So if it's an item that you used to getting, you're going to turn it over and you're going to read it. And if it's good, it don't have all those things in it, all those chemicals. The less ingredients are in an item, the better. Now, if you got an item that has a lot of preservatives and things of that nature, that's not good. Okay, so there are natural things that can preserve, but that's why a lot of times with organic, you got to go ahead and eat it, because it doesn't have preservatives in it, and it will go bad. But that's what it's supposed to do, right? That's what food is supposed to do. Not like, somebody's a certain restaurant's French fries that never rot. Okay, and I think it remains to be known, or I think a lot of people know and just still do it, because I've talked to a lot of people. We have not eaten at certain restaurants. I haven't. Okay, I can't say that for my children, because we've taught them, and if you do it, you're gonna do it on your own dime, because I'm not gonna buy something that I know is not gonna break down in your body. Okay, we'll talk more about that on Wellness Wednesday, but getting back to understanding how to make sure that you are getting what you need at a price that you can afford at the grocery store. Okay, now you can go online to all of these grocery stores, Publix.com, you can go to Walmart.com. Now Walmart, if you get the app, they have a savings catcher, and they usually are supposed to shop the circulars for the week. So when you shop and you either upload your receipt by scanning it, or if you use Walmart Pay, they're supposed to give you the difference of the price that it was on sale somewhere else and what you paid from them. And it goes onto an e-gift card, which is connected to your Walmart Pay. So just for example, say you bought some bread and it was 2 for $5 at another store, but it was 2 for $10 there. So that's a $5 difference. I'm just giving y'all, that's a, kind of weird example, but that's a $5 difference. Well, once they search the circular and you get ready to use your Walmart Pay the next time, you'll see a $5 credit on your receipt, because they will have automatically put it on there, and they notify you if they search the circular and do not find any comparable deals. They let you know that their price is beat. Okay, but if they did find some better deals, they'll let you know, hey, we have given you a credit of XYZ. All right, and again, that's another way to be able to save money. Okay, so you can go to all the different websites like Walgreens, and usually you can actually clip the coupon electronically and attach it to like a reward card, because Walgreens has a rewards card, Harvey's has a rewards card, Publix they have some type of rewards program. I don't think it's a card, but you can actually register for it online and have the coupons be clipped to your card, so that when you get ready to check out and you put your information in, it automatically uploads the coupon. So another thing I would kind of tell you guys to look into is there are some coupon apps. I'm trying to remember. I wish Tracy had come on so she could help me remember. I don't use them anymore, but there are some coupon apps that you can actually purchase the item, upload the receipt, and it will give you a credit in a bank. And then once you hit a certain amount, you can actually have that amount refunded or sent to your bank account. All right. So there are all kind of ways to save money. I used to try to be big on the couponing thing. That took a lot of time and effort. Okay. So now I just do what I do. Okay, if I find it on sale, all good and well, I'm going to stock up a little bit more because it's on sale. But then if it's not on sale and I know I still need it, I'm going to purchase it. Okay, because we're not going in the grocery store and picking up the spirit of poverty just because we going back in the store to spend some money. Okay, so we're going to maintain the same mindset no matter where we are. Now, I'm not going to overspend. But I'm not going to be afraid to purchase what I have put on my list either. Okay? If I know we hadn't had jambalaya in a while, chicken pot pie in a while, whatever it is, meatballs and quiche, I'm going to get what I put on my list, because I'm still sticking to a spending plan. I'm not going in there buying a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know if I'm going to cook or not. All right? Now, let me tell y'all some of the mistakes that I did make. I was purchasing too much of stuff. So just like if you're talking about fresh produce, you can, and remember I told you organic don't last. It's not going to sit in that refrigerator 2-3 weeks and not go bad. I would buy certain vegetables. Like I would go, especially since I was going out of town, like Columbus and Atlanta and stuff. I was going to the DeKalb Farmers Market and, getting my kale and my bok choy and zucchini and squash and, cabbage and sweet potatoes and all that kind of stuff. Okay. If you don't do like I did, y'all. Okay. Cause I was throwing money in the trash can. I would have rather given that money away to somebody else to be able to be used. So if you are going to cook it that week, fine and well, buy it. But if you don't have a plan in place, don't just buy it and say, well, I'm probably gonna cook it. Okay. Learn from my mistake. Learn from wisdom. All right. So if you're gonna buy it, cook it, and let it be something that you've already made a menu out for. Does that make sense to you guys? All right. So, any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Okay. Well, if anybody got no questions, I just looked at my list and I wanted to say something. When it comes to household items, okay, A lot of my household items, I try to make sure I can get like from Sam's, like tissue, paper plates, things like that. I get from Sam in bulk, lasts us a while. Now, particularly if you, if it's not that many, y'all got to remember, it's 6 of us. So the things that I'm telling y'all are things that help us to save money. But if you don't have, now that'll last somebody probably a whole year to go pay $23 for that big thing of Scott's toilet tissue. Okay, may even last longer than that. But when it comes to like hand soap, I make my own hand soap. Okay. We purchased Dr. Bronner's Castile peppermint soap. I add essential oils to it. I have a recipe that I use. It's 1 ounce of the Castile soap, and we use therapeutic grade Young Living brand peppermint. Either peppermint oil. There's a Thieves blend that is very highly antiviral, antibacterial. Sometimes I do lemon oil, orange oil, because the citrus oils are, antibacterial. Because think about it now, when you go buy this soap, what scents are there? Orange and lemon, and there's citrusy scents, grapefruit. Okay, and there's a reason for that, because those type of oils are antibacterial. All right, so. Hey Tia. Hey Kenyatta. Y'all share. Make sure you guys share. We're talking about menu planning, making sure that we're creating that spending plan, not just for the bills, but household goods, grocery, things of that nature. And again, if you tend to do it on a monthly basis, then it makes it a lot easier. That way you don't have to do this every single week. Or even if you do it, twice a month. But you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You want to do something that you're going to be able to stick with, if that makes sense. Okay? All right. Y'all don't never have no questions for me. No questions? Like, am I being that thorough that y'all don't have any questions? Now, if y'all want, hello Valerie, you guys share. If you guys want me to get into like my menu, because I do have a program in place where I share with you the seasonings that I use through Wild Tree, because y'all know I represent Wild Tree. I love their seasonings. They are very good. They're all natural, no preservatives. And I will probably do one Wednesday on Wellness Wednesday. I may do a little, like a mini Wild Tree kind of showing. And then I may show you guys how I use some of my ingredients. Like when it comes to my vegetables and my like greens and things of that nature, I don't use meat. I don't cook with meat. I use grapeseed oil called Smoky Bacon Grapeseed Oil. And it smells just like you don't threw a, ham hock or something in there. And you have not. All right. So for those of you who are trying to eat healthier, there are some alternatives that taste good, but at the same time they're healthy. Okay, because we have to be intentional. We have to be responsible for what we put into our bodies. Okay, starting with our thoughts, what we meditate on. Okay, we have to be intentional and responsible for our thoughts. Okay. All right, guys. Well, since y'all not talking to me, so I think I'm going to wrap up. I told y'all I hurried home. I ran to Macon, got some grocery. You guys be safe until next time, because they did say something about the weather. Hurricane Michael's headed this way. So, Micah, oh, okay. My baby corrected me, said Micah. So if you are like me and need grocery, go ahead and make your menu. Go on to the grocery store. Go ahead and plan everything out, what you're gonna get, and get it done. Okay. Shop sensibly. Read your labels. I am looking to probably have a kind of like a class. It'll probably be like a menu planning / wild tree introduction class real soon. Okay, so you guys be on the lookout for that. And if there are no questions, I want y'all to say it with me. I am living in overflow. Peace and blessings to you. Love y'all. And share.